What's up YouTube? My name's Trent, and this is my brother Clay, coming out with you with a new video today of my brother's brand new 2018 Ford F-150 STX.
And we're going to do a little exterior walk around today, explain what you can find on the STX, what it naturally comes with, as well as maybe some of the choices for exterior options that you can choose, whether that's factory installed or at the dealer. So let's take a look. So pretty much the first thing that's going to help you identify that your truck, your 2018 F-150, is an STX is going to be this really sweet honeycomb mesh grille. Actually, this was my favorite grille on all the 2018 F-150s. No matter if you go to a higher trim like the Lariat or the King Ranch or even the Raptor, you can only get this grille, as far as I understand, on the STX 2018 again. One thing that I really liked is that it gives you your paint matched bumper. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of chrome, so having this lead foot gray matched bumper was a big plus to me. Also, all your STXs are going to have these tow handles here, which I really like that option. Notice that this does not have a front license plate cover, but from the dealer they do give you one that kind of inserts here. So if you live in a state that requires a front license plate, you'll be able to put that on right there. Okay. The other thing you can expect to find on the 2018 STX is these fog lamps. I really like the fog lamp look on the truck, kind of being inset into the bumper. So that is a big plus to me. Also, the headlamps, this kind of C-shaped headlamp bracket is new, along with this little mesh insert that matches your honeycomb grille. If we look at the front here, we can see the badging, I believe, is new on the 2018. I believe in the past it would say F-150 XL, and then you'd have the STX package. But this year it says F-150 STX, which I really like. I like that STX badge much more than the XL badge on the front. Another upgrade that the STX package gives you is the 20-inch, I think they call them their machined aluminum wheels. So I think those really set the truck off, give it a real nice sporty look, make it look much more menacing, I feel like. So I thought that was well worth the money. And again, that's standard whenever you get the STX. As we move along, pretty standard. The one thing that I did have installed that I wanted was the Ford running boards here. I really like the Ford running boards. I feel like they naturally fit the car pretty well. Some running boards really stick out, they're really wide. I felt like these are really nice. They give you a real solid footstep here when you open the door. I wear a size 15 shoe, and you can see that I fit pretty well right there. So they're not too big, not too small. I feel like they're just right, and I think Ford did a really nice job with that accessory. So again, the STX does not give you that standard. That's something that you'd have to add on. Looking right here, this is new. That's something that I think is pretty underrated, actually, these easy fuel caps. So when you go to fill up, you just go ahead, press right in, and you're going to be able to fill your tank. No more hassling or jostling with unscrewing there. So I think that's pretty nice. Again, you see the 20-inch machine aluminum there on the back. So yeah, we have this STX badging here. I think the red X with the red tail light really offsets everything beautifully, especially on the lead foot gray color. You'll notice that my truck does have 4-wheel drive, so it also has the 4x4 as part of the badging there. My truck, I decided I wanted to have this trifold tonneau cover. I feel like it's pretty well built. As you can see, some theft deterrent there. When your tailgate is up, you cannot pull it up. I had this installed from the factory, which I thought was pretty nice. I didn't have to jostle around with it. Now, one thing you're going to see new, hopefully you watched our tailgate assist video. This is not standard on the STX. My brother, my dad, and I, we worked on this, but you'll see on mine, lift there, it's going to slow drop for us. Okay. We did install the Ford factory parts tailgate assist inside the tail light here. You can see our different roller on there. Make sure you watch our video. Hopefully my brother can link it below for us so that you can check that out. I think that for the $40 it cost me to order those parts, it is a well worth it upgrade for the life of the truck. You can also see that the factory Ford drop-in bed liner, the dealer installed that for me. So I think having a bed liner is a must on any truck. Whether you decide to go spray in or drop in, like I said, I got this one included. let's see, you have your wiring harness for your towing. That does come standard on the STX, as long as it comes with the trailer hitch. In my searches, I did find one STX that did not come with the trailer hitch from the factory, and because of that, it was missing the wiring harness. So if you have any plans to tow things in the future, make sure you get that trailer hitch from the factory. And you'll see hopefully here some of these dots on my rear bumper. I had this was part of my truck from the factory, so this STX does in fact have the reverse sensing system, so it'll beep if I'm backing into something. I think they say within 6 feet. I had my mom walk behind it and test it out, and it beeped for me pretty good. So I think with never driving a truck before, or not having that be a daily driver, having this just as an extra sense of security built in is really nice, and I would say well worth the money from the factory. You can see we have the EcoBoost badging. My car, or my truck here, does have the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, which I've only driven it for a day, but I already love that engine. And then pretty much the same thing on the other sides here. You get your STX badging, 20-inch wheels. I've heard one thing I should say that some people do not necessarily like is the exhaust pipe. There's plenty of little clamp-on kits or whatnot that you can get. It's plenty good for me, but it is rather basic and kind of give you that industrial truck look. So fine for me for right now, but if you want to upgrade, that is something you can do. Also down here we see that the factory threw in those Ford original mud flaps for me. So I really like having the mud flaps on the truck. I think they add a lot. Not to mention they give you just a little bit of extra security and safety over rock chips, mud, and so forth. So we have our back window here. So you can see I already kind of customized this a little bit with my turkey tracks and my buck in the woods, but you will find standard on the 2018 F-150 STX that your rear window does have a defroster built into it, which I think is really nice. Now on the STX, you do not get the opening window that is up on some of the higher trims. For me, that wasn't a really big deal. I didn't feel like I would really ever use it, to be honest. The one thing that you might want to consider is if you're going to be towing a lot of long lumber or whatnot and you need that little bit of extra space, that window in the back might be worth it for you. I felt like it was pretty small though, maybe about this big. So that's something you could consider for yourself. You do have the lights at the top as well, which is standard on the STX. One of the other things that I think is awesome on the 2018s is they went ahead and stamped the F-150 logo into the tailgate. This is the first year that they've done this. I think the 2017s have this kind of contour without anything stamped in. There are some aftermarket kits that you can fit these letters with embossed decals or whatever. So my brother will try to link some of those below. That way, if you're interested in buying those, you can do so. That is something that I actually might consider. I think black offsets on this lead gray might look really good in the future. Oh, almost forgot. You have your backup camera here as well. So that's going to be standard. Now you don't have a key for the tailgate drop there, the tailgate handle, but it does lock up with your car. So if you're really worried about, I know I couldn't find this online, someone coming along and just opening up your tailgate, remember if your truck is locked, they are not going to be able to open that. And that's one thing that other videos have not shown you. And again, if you open that up, you'll be able to drop that. And just remember, mine has the tailgate assist installed. So you can see the windows here, and we'll do an interior walk around too. But these windows actually go the whole way down, which I know on some trucks or some cars, the rear windows only go to about 2/3. So I really like that they drop the whole way down. The STX, you're always going to have the black handles there. The other thing on the STX is you're going to have power windows. So the power mirrors, I should say, are a nice option. Again, that comes standard with the STX. You also have your blind spot inset. These fold in, as you can see, fold out. Now, some trucks you can request from the factory that they're built with an LED spotlight here. I forget how much that was from the factory, but that's an option if you want. Say you're doing a lot of work at night and you need an extra light source, they'll build those in right there. And I believe those are LEDs, so they should be nice and bright for you. So other than that, that is a kind of exterior walk around of the 2018 F-150. Again, this is the STX. I feel like for the money, some of the features that you get, This truck is well worth it. I'm looking forward to having this one for a long time. If you have questions, comments, make sure you let us know down below. Give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel. We're doing all kind of stuff for him. We got concerts, we got trucks, we got hunting, fishing, you name it, we'll hopefully show it to you. Make sure you give that subscribe. Have a great day, guys.